Good evening and welcome. Tonight we will be going over the history and geography of Choluteca in Honduras. So you can see Choluteca department borders Nicaragua here, which we'll be visiting Nicaragua next week. We'll be going more down there next week. Choluteca also has a Pacific coastline here in the Gulf of Fonseca. It's very marshy, as you can see here. There's lots of wetlands and reserves around the coast, but there's also some beaches as well that we'll check out. Inland, it's much more hilly. There's lots of farmland and lots of beautiful nature as well that we will explore. Choluteca is known as the Pearl of the South in Honduras and is the only major city in southern Honduras where the Pan-American Highway comes through. If you don't know, the Pan-American Highway goes from Alaska to the very bottom of South America in Tierra del Fuego. So the top of North America to the bottom of South America, except for the Darien Gap in Panama, but that's neither here nor there. For the history here, of course, it goes back a long time. There's a long history of indigenous populations living here. The ones who lived here at the time of the arrival of the Spanish would be the Choluteca, who had a settlement here in what's now Choluteca. There's a lot of confusion about when Choluteca was founded. There's technically three different foundings, right? There was the indigenous community that lived here. In the 1530s, the Spanish established their settlement here. That was a mining community, but it officially became a city of Honduras in 1845. So a lot of sources I read was Choluteca was founded in 1845, but it had clearly existed long before then. So whichever date you prefer, that's when Choluteca was established. And I think it was always called Choluteca. You can see here it's called Ciudad de Choluteca, Choluteca City. Probably the most famous historical fact about Choluteca is that it is the home of José Cecilio de Valle. He was born here in 1780, and he would become a very important person, not just for Honduras, but all of Central America. He helped Central America gain its independence from Spain. He wrote the Act of Independence of Central America. It's basically the Thomas Jefferson of the area. And once Central America gained its independence, it was one big entity, all the countries together, except Panama. Panama is always the exception, right? Panama was part of Colombia, or Gran Colombia at the time. So, Central America is now its own country, independent, and Belize too, independent of Spain. They needed a leader, so they had an election. They elected a president, and they elected Del Valle to be president. But the powers that be, Congress, I think it was, Congress or Parliament, I think it was a Congress, decided to redo the election because they weren't happy with how it was ran. And another person won that one, and he became the president of Central America. So sorry to this man. You were president very briefly, but it was not to be. He left politics after that, understandably. I think I would too. His house here in Choluteca is on the back of the 100 Lempira note, which is the currency of Honduras, named after national indigenous hero Lempira. One famous event that happened here very recently in 1998 was the arrival of Hurricane Mitch that blew through and destroyed quite a lot. You can see the Choluteca River flows through here, right? The hurricane changed the course of the Choluteca River. There was a big bridge built over it here in the city of Choluteca. And there's a very famous photo, and thankfully it's on Google Earth, or I would put it up here, but we'll see it on Google Earth, where the bridge is just over nothing and the river is next to it. It's a pretty wacky picture. It does not look real, but it's very much real. That is one of Choluteca's claims to fame, is that image. But of course, it's all been fixed, and now the bridge goes over the river again. But that is all that I found for you about the history of this department of Honduras. But there's a lot of beautiful pictures to look at, so why don't I hit the lights and grab my tablet, and we will explore Choluteca on Google Earth. Let's go. Here we are in Choluteca department. Let's start by zooming out so you can see exactly where we are in the world. Here's beautiful Honduras, kind of sandwiched in the middle of Central America. There's Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, El Salvador, Guatemala, Belize. There's Honduras there. Honduras is easy to spot because it's got this long coastline, the Mosquito Coast there, along the Caribbean. So if you're just looking at Central America, you see the Yucatan, and then it goes flat right there. That's Honduras before it curves down into Nicaragua there. Easy to find Honduras on a map. But we're down here on the Pacific coast. There's the Gulf of Fonseca. Let's start in this wetland here. If I recall, there weren't like a ton of pictures. Yeah, look at that beautiful spoonbill. Look at that pink. I wonder if it's like a flamingo. It's from the diet. And not a ton of pictures down here. You can see lots of aquaculture happening here as well. But there are, look at hiking spot. No pictures though. Lots of little reserves here and there. Any pictures here? Unfortunately, no. It's all swampy, beautiful wetland. Punta Choluteca has pictures though. It's a famous spot down here. Look at all those chickens. Holy moly. They're not chickens. They're sandpipers and maybe some seagulls around as well. They brought their doggo. Beautiful beach. Can you see all the birds? Wow. That's a lot of birds. Holy moly, that's a lot of birds. Gorgeous little spot though. One of the many gorgeous little spots along the coast here. But you can see how goopy swampy it is down here. Let's see if this one's got any pictures. A little bit. What's that? They're baby turtles. That's right, there are a lot of turtle spots along here. I think this island, which is not part of Choluteca, has some turtle spots, but also up along here as well. Let's see if this reserve has any pictures. By turtle spot, I mean places where turtles come to lay their eggs. The only time turtles touch land is when a pregnant female comes to lay eggs, and then when they crawl back to the ocean. The only times turtles ever touch land. The beautiful coast here. Pretty boats there, all painted. Little fishing boats out there. Gorgeous sunset. But there's another, I think it was this beach, Cedeño. It's just a nice little beach. Very picturesque. But yeah, that's essentially the coastline here. I guess the Punta Rayon is the other famous spot up here. Turtles here as well. But you get the picture. Look at the baby in the ocean. They both don't look very certain about swimming in the ocean. But yeah, beautiful beaches here. Let's go check out the city of Choluteca, which I also read has one of the best preserved old towns, like Spanish old towns in Honduras. I'm guessing the cathedral is part of that. It's very beautiful. I've never seen an ugly cathedral, let's be real. But over here is Del Valle's house. There's the cathedral. Oh, courtyard inside. There's a plaque there for his house. Looks like a restaurant. I don't think, can you eat in there? Is there food? I'm guessing that's him right there. I can't read the little plaque underneath it. It's taken too far away. But yeah. Most famous house in the city. And look, there's the back of the Lempira. And there's the house. Perfect. Ta-da, he's showing it off. The bridge is over here. Carias Bridge. So we can see what it looks like today. Apparently it was modeled after the Golden Gate Bridge, which I love because I'm from San Francisco. Nice beautiful bridge over the river, but here's what it looked like after Hurricane Mitch. This is the famous photo here. The river completely changed course, and the bridge now not only leads to nowhere, there's no water underneath it anymore. So yeah, this photo comes up a lot when researching Choluteca. But it's all fixed now, as you can see. They're underneath, hanging out. Looks like a school trip or something. But yeah, that's pretty much the best pictures that I found in town. It's mostly just the bridge and the cathedral and the parks as well. But if we head out, we can find lots of beautiful nature sites. If I go over here, I have to figure out the pictures I found. Here's a mirador. That's always promising. A viewpoint. There's the big viewpoint. And here's the beautiful view. The lovely mountains. I wonder if you can see into Nicaragua from there. I bet you can. Why did I need to look up San Marcos de Colón? Oh, because of this. It's like there's something there I need to see. The Biosphere Reserve. It's a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve here. And of course it's stunning. There's a rancher there with his cows. Beautiful rainbow for the area. There's a monkey. Or no, it's an iguana. It's an iguana. I see its face now right there. Sweet moo-moos, beautiful waterfalls, hiking trails, little villages out in the wilderness. Already looks like a little burro there. That's a squirrel. Also not a monkey. A little map there for you to explore. I love San Marcos de Colón. You can see all the hiking around it as well. That's what I wanted to show you over here. I feel like there's something over here too I wanted to show you. Maybe this hiking trail. No, but this guy sure wants to show it to you. He's having a great time. Maybe it was up in the north of the department. Let's see. I'm going to throw the borders back up just so I don't wander into the rest of Honduras. Not today. See, I was already out of bounds. Up here is where I want to be. Oh, and as I'm going up here now, I'm remembering that there was like nothing to see up here. Let's see. Correcito. Yeah, see, no pictures up here. Okay, not much else to see, unfortunately. But it is beautiful. You can see the farmland. You can see all of the nature as well throughout. El Trapiche. Oh, wow. I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to be looking at. Oh, I guess that's the name of the town. There's a monument there. They got cows as well. They got a spooky looking church. And a beautiful sunset here. Looks like kind of a liminal space there in the middle of nowhere, Honduras. Nothing wrong with that. Agua caliente. They're hot springs. Let's see. Oh yeah. It's boiling. Yeah, lots of event space there as well. Probably not the kind of hot spring you can swim around in. Probably the kind of hot spring that's stinky and would burn you. Look at this solar farm. Holy moly. Oh, does it continue down there? Yeah, check that out. Big solar farm. Wow. Farming all kinds of stuff around here. Centro Turistico. I think ooh, they got swimming. Oh my gosh. I don't think we'll end it here, but this is pretty cool. There's got to be a dinosaur somewhere. They've got elephant. They're inside an elephant. There's got to be a dinosaur. There's always a dinosaur. I guess an ostrich is technically a descendant of a dinosaur, right? I can't believe there's no dinosaurs here. I'm shocked. Looks like a fun place, though. They got peacocks and geese. Those are kind of like dinosaurs. Parks like these all over the world, you can almost always find a plastic dinosaur. It's really funny. Anyway, let's end it at Hacienda Guayavo. How about that? Nope. Nope. They got some kiddie play stuff, though. Let's end it at this bridge. Punta Sonaciente. Yeah, let's end it on this bridge. No, that's not as scenic. Poza la Bruja. Now we're talking. All right. The Google Earth is crashing right when I'm trying to end the video. You've got to be kidding me. I was almost done. You couldn't wait one more minute before you crashed. Absolutely not. Let me make sure the everything filter is on so we can go back to Poza la Bruja. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this style of content, please consider subscribing. Next, guess where we're going? We're heading back again to a country you visited so many times you thought it was over. Nope, we're going back to Thailand. Thailand once again. I'm not dreading it, though. I do love Thailand, and we're going to see Pattaya, one of the big touristy cities of Thailand, along with some other sites around there. There's a national park there too. You never want to miss Thailand. Be sure to subscribe so you won't miss out, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. I hope that you found this video to be relaxing and educational. And I hope that you have a good night.